Welcome back guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this part 3 of the NFT tutorial, I will show you guys how to create NFT using Raribles. If you are new to NFTs, please go and watch part 1 and part 2 to get an idea and also how to create a wallet using MetaMask. You need to have an Ethereum wallet to continue with this tutorial. Okay, and yes, I know guys, this tutorial took some time. Anyway, let's get started. Alright guys, so first thing we have to do is go to rarible.com. Once you go in, you can see today's NFTs and popular users and stuff like that. So first thing what we need to do in here is we need to connect our wallet, in our case MetaMask wallet, to this Rarible app account. So if you are connecting for the first time, since I already have an account in here, as you guys can see, I'm going to use a different wallet first. And there's not much difference. You can straight away connect. You will probably get a pop-up message asking for your age verification and stuff like that. So let's connect to our new wallet and see what will happen. To connect to the wallet is really easy. Just you guys can see in here, connect to wallet, click on it. Once you click, it will go to this page. In here you have different type of wallets, MetaMask and other wallets. Even Coinbase wallet you can connect straight away. If you are using MetaMask, just click on the first link in here. If you are using any of these below wallets, you can do the same for your wallet as well. Okay, so once you click, you can see it's asking for age verification and terms and conditions. Once you agree, we can proceed. And once you click, your wallet should ask for the verification, which it didn't ask for some reason. It's straight away connected. Maybe it's because I already given permission with my other wallet inside of MetaMask. You guys may get a message from MetaMask asking to verify. So just click on accept or verify, which will straight away connect to your new profile. So once you connect your wallet, you guys can see in here there is a address number, which is actually your Ethereum wallet address number. In our case, it's the MetaMask address number. You can change this by going into set up a display name, and which will bring to your profile settings page in here. So you can give a human readable username in here, any username you want, and you can see the basic settings for your app URL and the bio. You can also verify your Twitter and your personal website or portfolio link. All those things you can add it in here for your profile. So once you updated it, it will link with your wallet, and your information will be saved inside the Rarible for future use. All right. And this is exactly like creating a new account. So instead of creating an account from username and password, you will link your wallet, and with that wallet you will add in all your personal details in here. Beside this, you can have some other customizations in here. You can see your ETH balance and stuff like that. And also if you want to change this UI to dark theme, you can change from here. So all those basic stuff you can change from here. All right. Okay guys, so once you connect to your wallet, please explore in here and customize whatever the way or username you want. Okay, so now let's go into creating a new NFT. So for this, I'm going to change back to my original wallet. I will go in here and to the MetaMask first and activate my wallet which have money. You need to make sure you need to have money in your wallet to create a new NFT. Okay, this is my main account which is connected to my profile. And now once you change, you can see my account in Raribles also changing. It may take some time to change. Okay, so all right, so it's already changed, and you can see my balance is showing up in here, which is 0.3268. So with this we can create a new NFT. So let's start creating our NFT. First, go in here and select create NFT, which will bring you to this create NFT page. And in here you can see it's asking whether you want to create a single art or multiple copies of a same art. For our example, I'm going to select multiple. So select multiple, which will bring you to the next step. And in here you can straight away upload your artwork. You can see there are a couple of different type of files you can upload. You can upload PNG, JPG, or animated GIF. And also now we have the MP4 video format and crypto domains as well. Okay, so I'm going to select the artwork I have designed for this tutorial. I have created a new GIF animation. So I'm going to upload the file by clicking on this button, and which will open up the file, and this is the file I wanted to upload, and upload straight away it will upload. And by default you can see put on sale icon is on. You need to on this icon, then only your artwork will be on sale. And below you can see instant sale price, so you can define a fixed price for your artworks, or you can just unclick this one, so the other users can bid on it. So when they bid on it, you can choose what price you want to sell. Okay, I'm going to let the users bid on this artwork, but if you guys want to put a fixed price, you can define a fixed price by activating this toggle button. All right, okay, so below this one we have the unlock once purchase button. This one basically can give external resources for the NFT files, such as keys or promotion codes, or even link to original artwork download. For an example, let's say if someone purchased this artwork, I want to give them the original source files from another domain address. You can just give them the domain address here for them to go straight away and download. In our case, I'm not going to give them any purchase or anything to download, so I'm just going to inactivate. And below you can choose a collection, so you can choose the default readable collection, or you can go in and create a new collection for yourself. And in here you can see you can define the username, you can upload an image for your collection and symbol, and also description, and you can have your own dedicated URL for that particular collection. Okay, so if you have multiple artwork in a set, you can create that set as a collection and dedicate own URL for that collection for sale. Okay, we are not going to do that for this artwork, so I'm just going to close this one in here. All right, so next field is the name, title of the artwork. You can have any title depend on your artwork. I'm just going to type Spider Kid, and below you can have the description. You can have a small description about your artwork, or even a phrase saying what will you get if you buy this artwork or something. So I'm just going to type Spider-Man is hanging or something like that. Okay, so whatever. Okay, and then in below you can see royalties. So royalties is actually how many percent you will get when your artwork get resale. This is basically whenever the buyer resale your artwork to someone else, you will still get a cut of the sale price, and you can define the cut from here. For an example, if you say 10%, every time your artwork sold to someone, you will still get 10% as a commission. All right, so this one I'm going to just leave as it is, 10%. And if you saw my part 1 of this NFT series, you know what I mean by this. If you didn't watch it, please go ahead and watch it. Okay, all right, so next one is number of copies. So here you can define how many number of copies you want. For this artwork, I'm just going to select 5 copies. All right, and then below we have the properties. So all these properties and the description are optional. So these properties are basically adding more parameters to your artwork. Like the example says in here, you can make a size, and you can define the size, or you can create what type of format or something like that. So I'm just going to add in a format tab in here, and in the second tab I'm going to say what format it is, animated GIF. So likewise you can have more properties in here, so I'm just going to leave as it is. So once you are satisfied with your information, you can create item, which will open up the next step. First it will start mining your token, and first it will start minting your tokens. Once it's done, it will connect to your wallet. Let's wait for it to upload first. All right, so we have already connected to the wallet, and you can see in here, oh my god, this video is getting expensive. The gas fee, this is the problem with Ethereum. Now the gas fee is almost $42. No choice, I have to confirm it. Let's confirm. And once you confirm, we need to sign in to sell the order. So let's start signing in, and once you click on sign, it will open MetaMask again, and click on sign. All right, so we have created the token, but it will take some time for the Ethereum transaction to be completed. So you will see after you upload, there is nothing on your screen. So don't panic, wait for Ethereum to be confirm your transaction. This can take up to a couple of minutes. So let's wait for it to complete. So once it complete, you will see an update in here. Okay, so it has been confirmed the transaction. If you click here, you can go into Ethereum blockchain transactions and see the transactions still pending. And now I think it already successful. If you go back, yes, it's successful. Now we should see our token will be updating very soon. Okay, so wait for a couple of minutes, guys, because if the transaction, especially now, because Ethereum is over congested, it will take some time. So let's refresh the page. Okay, so our token is ready. So now if you go into the token, and people can buy or bid on this token now. All right. Okay, guys, so that's all about it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. And I know, guys, this tutorial took so long to upload, almost 2 months. I have made a mistake. I took a break from my works, and I forgot to upload the part 3 before I go for my holidays. Okay, and the original file was deleted, so I have to recreate this file. And yeah, so sorry, guys. So anyway, thank you for watching. I will uploading regular videos again soon, and see you guys in the next tutorial.